Hey y'all, welcome to the 5th and final day of my week of denim looks. I hope you have enjoyed watching these as much as I have enjoyed creating them. It's been fun to kind of plan out what I'm going to wear and exactly how I'm going to wear it and just kind of go for those fall looks, even though it's so hot outside. It's summer. Today's supposed to be the hottest day of summer this year. So anyhow, let me stand back there and show you guys what I'm wearing, and then I will come up and describe it all to you or talk about it. It's awkward, by the way, standing back there. I feel like I need music or something, and I haven't figured out exactly how to attach that to my videos. But yeah, hopefully I'll figure that out soon, because it's just awkward standing there like, okay, can you see? I catch myself looking up at the walls and seeing things thinking, okay, the painter needs to come back. But anyway, let me stand back there and I'll be back. Was that long enough? Alrighty, so I'm back, and let's just say I found a spot that, I don't know, I'm like, oh, there's stuff that needs to be paid attention to over here in this corner. So anyway, back to what I am wearing. I have on a denim, it's a chambray blouse. No, I think this is denim, it's thicker. A denim blouse a denim button down. It's from Target, it's Merona, which I like to roll up, and if you don't know how to do the JCrew roll, that's what it is. And I guess I could show you guys how to do it, but it is super cute. It's better than tucking 3 times. You just kind of tuck once, so you bring that up to here. You bring the, why can't I think of it? The cuff. You bring the cuff up to your elbow and fold it once, so it's like that. And then you just fold it the 3rd and final time around the bottom of that cuff, like so, and that's what you get. So it looks nice and folded neatly. The ends poke out, which is what you want. You want those ends to poke out. I don't know, they just look cool. It just looks like I folded my sleeves. I didn't care what I was doing, but I cared what I was doing. So there you have it. Okay, so when the ends poke out, and then the more you bend your elbow, the more comfortable it becomes. And those, yeah, so I did it on purpose, but I didn't do it on purpose, right? There you have it. So that's that, the JCrew fold. That is on all over Pinterest. You can find things on that. And then my belt, which is a, let's point downward. How about that? My belt, which is a, what's it called? Braided belt. It's from the Gap. It's just a kind of a, what color would you call that? Cognac, maybe? I don't know. It's a light colored braided belt that I've had for years from the Gap. I think I've had this since I was wearing high school uniforms, seriously. And my gig line is not straight. My grandpa would not be impressed. He would be actually rather upset with me because my gig line is all crazy. So anyway, there you have it. But I also am twisting. And then my boyfriend jeans are from the Gap. They are the original boyfriend jeans from the Gap, which I love. I think they're really cute, and I like to cuff them the same way that I cuff the JCrew cuff, kind of on the bottom. Just turn once and then turn twice and then just leave it alone. Puff it out a little, leave it alone. And my white Converse, which these are like, I don't know, just the everyday sneaker. They're just perfect for that. And this is twisting because I'm twisting. So yeah, I'm not usually that messy. Anyway. You know what? I bet it was all twisted when I was back there, wasn't it? Oh, my grandpa would be so upset with me. Sorry, Grandpa. Okay. On my face, I have on MAC Studio Fix Fluid Foundation in the shade that does not match me. It's NC20. It's too yellow for my skin, but I'm owning it. I'm wearing it just until it's done and we get into fall and I can get my regular shade again, because mixing it does not do anything. It just makes it more yellow. It's crazy. So anyway, that, my NC Pro Longwear Concealer, which I always wear. That's my hands down, like, absolute favorite concealer. Holy grail. Hair in my mouth. Wow. Anyway, so that's what I have on as my base. I use the Coty Airspun powder to set my under eye concealer and also to dust my face when I'm done. So I use that twice. And then I used the Smashbox contour palette just to contour a little bit of my cheeks and down the center or the sides of my nose. And then I went in with blush, which I love blush. Blush is like one of my favorite things. I just think they're so beautiful. And this is the blush that I wore. It is called Film Noir. It's by MAC. It's a matte blush, which it's super scary looking, right? I mean, I know it looks so scary. I also have Sketch, which is just as scary looking, but these two are so beautiful. They just do something to your cheeks that is absolutely gorgeous. And I like it for those deeper lips that we wear in the fall, those raspberry, burgundy, wine-colored lips. I like these dark blushes for that, because you guys know I match my blush to my lipstick, which I know is so repetitive. I say it in every video. That's how I do it, and I think it looks great. I think it's awesome, as a matter of fact. I think it just, I don't know, it kind of extends your lip color up to your cheeks, and then your eyes just make everything pop. So I like that. I think it lays a good foundation for whatever you want to do with your eyes to make, you know, your face kind of all in one, cohesive. So anyway, that's what I have on my cheeks right here, and I use a very wispy, very light brush to apply it with. I use the long blending brush, the blush brush from MAC. I think it's the 137, but it's the one with the long white bristles, and that's what I use for that. It's just very, very light, so it doesn't apply it super heavy like the tighter little angled brush would. You go in and it's already kind of wisped onto the brush, and you just kind of dust, and it applies a very light cover. On top of that, because you guys know I have to apply a pop of pink to everything, so on top of that I use MAC's Dainty blush, which has become my go-to blush for summer. I've used this almost every day on top of whatever I'm wearing or just by itself, but that's what went onto the cheeks, the apples of my cheek. So that one, and then this is the one that I wore underneath it. Those two right there, see? Okay, I know I get a little too excited. Okay, and then another thing that I've been doing, which recently I watched a video and it was called Draping. I think Sephora did a video for Marc Jacobs, or Marc Jacobs did a video. It's called Draping, and it's like a 70s, 80s trend where they would wear blush in more than just one area. They would kind of weep it on their cheekbones and on their temples and down their necks, and then they would kind of blush their their chest, okay? They would dust their chest and their shoulders. I can say that word every other occasion, but when I'm thinking about it and I'm trying to say it, I can't. So they would just kind of dust blush even onto their shoulders. Wow, I cannot speak today at all. I'm so sorry. On their shoulders. And so that is kind of something that I have done. I don't know, maybe I saw my mom do it growing up. I'm not sure. I know I've always loved that Whitney Houston kind of blush glow that she always had in her temples. So I've always ran my blush when I do it. I run the blush brush through my cheeks. I always dust up here. That's like a given. All the time I blush up here. And there's a lot of times people will ask me, what foundation are you wearing? It just makes, you know, you look so pretty up here around your eyes. And I'm like, well, it's my blush. And they're like, well, blush is for your cheeks. Well, it is for your cheeks, but I've always applied it up there too. And if you go back and look at videos in the past, I've always said apply blush up here. It just looks so pretty. And I'm not saying do it, you know, treat it like the apple of your cheek and blush your temples. I'm just saying dust it and leave it alone, and it just looks, I don't know, it frames your face. It looks pretty. So anyway, that's called Draping. It's like the newest thing, and it's not so new. It's really, really old. And subconsciously, I must have seen my mother or my aunts or my grandmother, somebody did it. I know Whitney Houston used to do it a lot with her highlight and colors, so I don't know, it's just ingrained in my head. Okay, and on to my eyes, what I have on them. I have the Anastasia Beverly Hills palette in SelfMade, the SelfMade palette. And I dusted Buttery all over, and then I went in with Sherbet just through the crease. And then from there I went to Hot Chocolate and ran that just from my outer corner inward. And then I used some of that Spirit Rock, that dark black, just in the outer corner to bring it in a little bit. I don't bring it past right about there. The black stays pretty much where my pinky is. Let me go in a little. Okay, I had to readjust the focus so that you could see my eyes a little better. So the black just goes right in here. I don't take it any further than that. The brown I kind of wrap around a little bit, and that sherbet is what kind of smokes it out. But that's the bottom color that is always there, and it's always in the background. And that's why you lay down that kind of medium shade in your crease before you start doing anything, because that is what everything kind of runs into, and you get that effect where it's kind of glowing from underneath. And then in this inner corner area, I used pink champagne, which, oh my gosh, if you buy any Anastasia Beverly Hills shadows, buy this shadow. It is so beautiful. Look at that. That is pink champagne. It just creates the most gorgeous effect on your lid. Just gorgeous. So pretty. And it is sold as a single. And I think that is one of the most unique colors to, to Anastasia Beverly Hills. So loving that. And that is all I did. I did some winged liner and then smoked a little bit of that hot chocolate underneath my lower lash lid. And on my mouth, this color from NYX Copenhagen, which I'm diving into my darks. I can't really wait until fall. There is a hair over here that is killing me. It keeps going in my mouth. Stop it here, stop it. Okay, so Copenhagen, I'm diving into these dark colors for fall already. I'm like wanting them. I'm like, come on, I just need you. I need you to help me feel like it's fall and not so hot outside. So really, really liking these. And these are very, very reasonable. You can pick them up. I like it. I can pick them up at HEB when I go on my grocery run. There goes that hair again. Ah, jeez Louise. Are you done? My mind. I am so most definitely losing my mind. This allergy stuff is kicking my freaking butt. I have so much pressure in my head right now, and my nose, and my kids have it, and my daughter has not let me sleep in 5 nights because she's been coughing and she just feels miserable, and I feel miserable for her. Okay, so hopefully next week we will vlog some. It's back to school, and Eva and Abel are thrilled. They are beyond excited to be going to school and going back to school. I have a 3rd grader and a kindergartner, and it's incredible. So we will do some of that. I did not vlog this summer like I had planned to, mainly because my grandmother became so ill and went into hospice care that it felt like vlogging half of my day, which was the part that we weren't going to my grandmother's, because it just became more important to spend as much time with her as I could, as we can, as a family. And I just felt like vlogging portions of my day and leaving that out would not be right. And then I felt like including it would not be right either, because I try to get to my grandmother's every couple of days, every 3 or 4 days. I try not to go any longer than about 4 days without seeing her, because she, between one visit to the next, just deteriorates so much more. So that is that. Hopefully you guys are doing well, and I will thank you again and talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.